Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Lake Town. And in the last episode we built this derpy little boat. Now I did record two episodes, one was talking a lot about this and the second one was the boat. I don't know, what I actually said and what you guys actually heard me saying about this building, but we're going to be getting onto that. Just before we do though, let's dress this boat. A few people have been saying oh, you should change this, you should change that. And fair enough, I might be doing that, but the idea behind this boat was that it was more of a barge type ship as opposed to what's it called? I suppose like a proper sailing ship. So there's not really a mast. It would have been rowed with a pole. So the pole goes into the water and you use that to push the boat off. And I have loaded down an extra block as well. I think it comes out too far that way maybe. The back should probably reflect the front more, but maybe we'll do that in a different boat and we'll keep this back how it is. There's going to be lots and lots of different boats as well. There's going to be lots of different styles. So, you've got that to think of. I'm going to be trying to do loads of these little boats. There's going to be 3 wide boats, 4 wide boats, 5 wide boats, all in different places in the canals, and then we'll actually have proper ships and stuff outside when we get onto the market area over here. So don't worry, I will be doing much better boats than this. I felt like I had to address that because on the server there's been lots of people going, that boat was terrible, which I know it's terrible. I just felt like I needed to explain why I was trying to try different stuff out just to see how it worked and stuff like that. Right, onto this house anyway. So the reason it's all red and I've got these here, I'm not sure if I explained it or not, but we have all these different colours and I wasn't sure which one I was going to go for, but I think we're going to go for this wooden one. And I think I'm going to be doing it a kind of cheaty way, just to make it a little quicker so we can move on. What I'm going to be doing is flipping the edge and just building it over, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to be taking the center line, which we've just got there, and copy, flip, paste, and that should be quite easy. So I'm just going to do that and I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, so there we go, we've just flipped that over, quite simple, and it looks really nice. Also, another mini update that I've done, I've also finally fixed this because somehow it was not quite right. It stuck out one block shorter on this side than it did on that side. So I spent about 25 minutes, 30 minutes working out how I ended up like that and fixing that up. And we've also done all the pillars underneath the water here as well. And someone mentioned in the comments about this being wood and the wood would rot away and stuff like that, so it's not very good. Areas like this is going to be wood. I was planning on having stone struts for the richer sections, and it's only like a minor detail. You're not going to be paying much attention underneath here anyway, so yeah, it's not a main focus. Right, let's move on to this inn, this pub, and we'll start making this look good, and we can get rid of that. So we're going to work on this sidewalk here and bring this up and round so we can start to get a sense of where the next canal bit's going to go. And we're just going to plan out the major buildings. Obviously this pub is going to be one of those major buildings, and we'll have like a little archway, we'll have another major building over there, we'll have another section, just so we can sort of get the layout of the town done, and then we'll start doing these smaller buildings. I think that sounds like a good direction to go with this. So we're going to bring this all the way down. There we go. I also wonder if, because of all the weight that's actually on this, I mean I know these struts are quite close together, but would they actually hold the weight of everything that's on top of it? That's another interesting little thing to think about. So we can bring all this across and all this down. And this is the thing that actually takes the most time, is these struts, because there's so many of them and they're so spread out and that. It can get a bit annoying doing them over and over again. But there we go, so we've got this. not looking too bad. I think I'm going to swap these out for fence, cobble walls, I think. We'll work on that in a bit anyway. I want to really get this, at least this side bit done in this episode, so we can start to think about the next bridge and stuff, because I think that's going to be really fun to make. I'm going to go for a 5 wide instead of a 3 wide here, so we've got like a really big section here. And this is going to really sort of look out onto the rest of the town. You're going to be stood on here, and that's going to turn to the left. You're going to have a big opening in the middle there, and there's going to be the canal running down there. So this is like a nice vantage point of the whole town, I'm thinking. It's going to look quite nice. And this is supposed to be 5 blocks wide, and it isn't. Why is this messed up? Where has this gone wrong? That's 6 wide, so the whole building itself is actually a bit wrong. Interesting. In the interest of making... No, we won't. I was going to say in the interest of making the square and everything, we'd actually make that 6 wide, but no, we'll just leave it how it is. It's going to cause problems with this anyway, so we're just going to bring that across, and if you guys have any ideas for the series and for like the town and where things should go and stuff like that, put a comment below and I'll be considering it, because I really have no ideas. I'm just sort of winging this. I'm not really town planning is like, I'm terrible at that, so if you have any ideas and stuff like that on what to include and where to include it and stuff, then please let me know, put it in a comment, and I'll be forever grateful for that. But I'm gonna just do this all the way down to the edge there off camera, just to speed this video up a bit, so it's not just me rambling on for 15 minutes and not really getting anywhere. So I'll be back when this little walkway is finished. Okay, so here's our walkway, and you can see the idea that I'm going for now. We're going to be doing more detailing under here as well. So you can see at the moment it's very, very flat, and this is just like the basics, laying things out. You know, we've got this walkway that's going to go all around underneath here. There's going to be a bridge, possibly 7 wide, maybe here I'm thinking, that's going to go across here. Just a small one with a little bit of an arch. And we're going to have another bridge at this end here going this way, and then some stairs going down off into the market. So we'll actually build this bridge here first, and I wanted this to be a very narrow way, didn't I? So this is 5 blocks wide? 5 blocks wide, so that's how wide our bridge is going to be. So let's bring this all the way across so it's level here. And pillar goes down there. There we go. Up we go. So in fact, this doesn't even have to be sort of a big curved fancy bridge. It can just be a flat walkway, and I think that could work quite nicely. Let's see, we'll bring that up to there. Yep, bring this across. So this could be even just a completely square flat walkway, and we can do something fancy underneath to make it look like it's going to be working quite nice. So again, I'm just going to completely fill all this in with some jungle planks, and then I'll cut back to when we're done, so we can actually do some more interesting stuff instead of just the same old boring stuff over again. Okay, so now we've got to this edge, we're going to have a section that goes across here like that. So this is where it's going to be cut off. We're going to have some fences, like a railing along here. And do I not have any fences anywhere? Wow, really far behind on these. So we'll put these in, why not, as we go along here. Fence, 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 fence. Oh, no, completely destroyed everything now. We'll get on the inside. Here we go. Fence, 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 fence. Leaving this because this is going to be for the bridge. Fence, fence, fences, and fences. I'm not too sure what we're going to have here. There's got to be a reason to come all the way down to this block, so we might have something here. And we're actually going to use the end stone to fill these gaps up as well, so we can see exactly where the side of the pub is. And hopefully sometime soon we're going to get onto this. To start actually thinking about what we want to see here. Now, I did want to leave this open, didn't I? I remember that I wanted to have a sort of corner type thing. I'm not too sure if it's going to work yet, but I did want to have something like this, a little corner type space there. So this is looking quite nice, and you're going to have a really atmospheric boat ride through there. Probably going to do a smaller 3 wide boat, so everyone will be happy because it's an odd number going off in this direction. Why and to where, I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll make a small dock here for people who work at the inn, so it'll be like a little small waterway for, you know, like bringing supplies to the pub. Maybe something like that, because we don't want to go too far, because then we'd have to change all of this up, which I'm not too sure if I want to or can be bothered doing. And we were going to do this, right? Let's make this fancy. So let's see, what materials can we go for? We'll go for some cobble walls and some jungle stairs and fences, slabs. Sorry, I'm just going to put that there, and then slabs like that could work. Just do this so it's a little thinner, and we'll put our cobble walls like that. Maybe, not too sure. Oh, wrong one. And change these cobble walls to, come on, where was it? I've just seen it. There it is. To the same material as that. How's that look? Does that look a little too odd? Maybe. Put that like that. Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything special, does it? We're going for simple here, so just that. And then I had the cobble walls. That one and that one. That's right, isn't it? And then slab, top slab, and bottom slab. Yeah, that's simple enough. And it's just a nice design to break it up as well. Here, not too sure what we're going to have on this side, so we'll leave that blank for now. And just because we're over on this side, we're going to bring this up a bit further. And actually, we're not going to go up that high, we're just going to go to that height. So this is going to be sort of like the height of the walkway on this side. So it's going to come up here and it's going to match up, and we're going to go... let's see. We're going to have this wall going along this edge, so we're going to want 1, 2, 3 sections, then a small bridge. So we'll have it here, and we'll have another small bridge going off here, and we want that to be 5 wide, don't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be our pillar, and we can bring that down. And then we can just bring this all the way across, and we've got the next section of our town starting already. So I know we've not done much detail yet, and this is, I like to get everything in place before I go over and start doing all the smaller detail stuff. But here we go, this is basic planning, I suppose, and thinking about how the city is going to function and how it's all going to fit together. So this is going to come to an end there. Bring that across, that one. There we go. So we're going to have another walkway on this side. We're going to have some fences along there. Where are my fences gone? Like that. Some fences across there. So you've got a little edge here. We're going to have a small ship down there, and some way of like some small dock or something, and getting it stores into the pub. So you've got 2 small canals on either side of this massive pub, and I think that's starting to look quite nice actually. We've got that little canal there. We're going to have another bridge coming across onto this side where there's going to be more stuff, and you can see already a big difference between the size of that one and the size of that one. I want to have all these different shapes and sizes and different directions and stuff, and I think it's going to come together really nicely and look really cool, quite nice. Still don't know what's going to happen over here. I think we're going to focus on the market side first, and we'll just start building around here. The next episode, we're going to actually start doing something in here, and I can delete that. That was why I was copying and flipping the roof. I might leave the roof open for now, so we can work on it, and then put the roof back on once I've done all the interior and stuff. So it's kind of going to look like, is it a Venn diagram? I don't think it's a Venn diagram. That's the one with all the circles that intersect. What's the one? I can't think of cross-sectional diagram. Is that the one? So you can like sort of see inside, and then this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. That kind of thing anyway. But yeah, Let me know what you guys think of the series and what you think of my ideas for the pub and the walkways, and if you've got any ideas of your own, put them down in the comments below. So if you're enjoying the video and enjoying the series, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I need to change that.